I'm starting to worry about myself. So show this thing that I just showed you. It's just a still frame. I saw this and I belly laughed. Parents of today, please don't talk back to me. It's not nice. The kids, okay. Parents born from my era, 1980s and earlier, say something else so I could snatch your motherfucking lips off your face. Well, let me tell you something. It struck again. So here's what happened. I'm in Morristown, New Jersey. All right. Now, one of our old neighbors, they want to take me out for my 55th birthday. So, which I don't think is a big deal. I mean, 60, yeah, you turned 50. I think 50, I can honestly say, was the first age that I ever realized, wow, I'm gonna be dead. I'm dead. This is it. Like, yeah, I'm not getting younger. I'm 10 years to 60. I'm 20 years to 70. It's game time. It's going down. And that's it. It's making 70 or 80. You got to hope you don't have a stroke. You hope you don't got to break a hip, rip your calf like I did on a stage, not even doing anything. So, get the gout 3-4 times a year. A lot can go on. A lot can go on. So 55 is not a big ordeal to me, to be honest with you. So with that said, I have two of my daughters, my two youngest daughters, and I also have, how ugly is that picture in the background? Like, what is my grandma, like, what is my in-laws? We got these red, this is like some 1970s, I don't even know how to describe it, but then again, they are, that helps a little bit. So we go to Morristown, New Jersey. All right. It's a big square, a lot of young people. My neighbor wanted to go to this one particular place. So it's my wife, my two young daughters, her daughter, and we couldn't get in this one place. It was packed, it was jamming. So we walked to another place, incredible Mexican restaurant. Nom. It's I don't know if it's Nome or Nom, but if you're ever in Morristown, New Jersey, incredible place, I have to say. They were short-staffed, run around like lunatics, but they pulled it off. Our waiter pulled it off. He was making drinks. I don't get what is the shortage with workers? Do people just not want to work? This guy was behind the counter. He's food running, and it's not like the place was that packed. This guy's serving food, taking things. I don't get what's going on with the whole short. I don't get it. So this poor bastard's run like an idiot. I have one cocktail, ordered one cocktail. As soon as we got there at like, I don't know, 6 o'clock. My only one for the whole night. It was one of those, yeah, you put this in it and that in it. It tastes like you're drinking fruit. You don't taste any alcohol. Zero buzz. Takes half hour to get appetizers. I knew ordering another round of drinks was not going to happen. Food comes out. It's incredible. Life is good. Life is good. Pay the bill. Give the guy a nice big tip because I know he's busting his ass. Always give like 25, 30%. At least I try to. So if you're a waiter or waitress and you didn't get 25 or over 20% to me, that's my nice way of saying you fell short tonight for me. You fell short. So now we're leaving. And here's where the evening takes a turn. And we're walking back to the parking lot where my car is parked. And I see a bunch of young kids, or actually, I don't even know what they are. I just see a group of people filming in the street. They were, they didn't have credentials. It wasn't professional. in my opinion. And we're walking, and my kids, of course, took off. My two youngest one and my neighbor's daughter, they're about, we'll meet you by the car. You know, God forbid we walk with parents and adults. God. So they take off. Here come the three adults. I see these kids filming. When I say kids, I'm thinking 25 and under. To me, that's a kid. It's a kid. And whatever they're into, I don't want anything. I don't want nothing to do with it. So I'm not even looking at them. But now, my wife and the other one, my angle is, they're like, what's going on here? I went, please just keep walking. Can we not get involved with the kids, with their cameras trying to get and the other thing was it doesn't matter. Not from the area, in my opinion. Who knows? Whatever. Kid, whatever. Doesn't even matter. I didn't sense anything spectacular was coming out of this. So as we're walking up, now my wife goes, oh, you know, what's going on over here? What's going on? I said, please, can we just keep walking? And I just kept walking. And as I keep walking, I stop and I realize my wife and my neighbor are not with me. So I turn around and they're talking by the camera people. And I hear my wife going, no, like, what kind of questions are these? And you could see my face a little red right now. I'm literally reliving the event, and my ears are getting hot, and my face is getting hot. It is the light, but I'm also getting hot. And so I go walking up to him, and I go, what do you, and that's when I notice they're filming my wife. So I come behind the guy. So picture a square, and you see her just going, no, I just want to know what kind of questions coming in. So I go from 0 to 100 because, in my opinion, this is not a discussion to be had with this particular group. That is the quick decision I made. This is not going to turn into, hey, what's going on here? Blah, blah. The camera's already going. Oh, they all got their cameras going. They didn't ask my wife, so the camera's on my wife. She doesn't even know it. So I snagged the phone out of his hands, and I probably have this look right here. And I go, let's go. And that's when I realize it's my kids that are standing there that they're asking these questions to. And I had no clue they were even involved. And the neighbors going, no, let's go, girls. And that's when I turned and went, what are you doing? And then one of the kids, I won't even say if it's mine, I'll just say one of the kids, it was one of my kids, gets annoyed and pissed at me. Pissed. Dad, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, let's go now. And he's like, hey man, give my phone back. I gave the phone back. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to say they felt my intensity. I was intense. I didn't want anything to do with this situation. No one got threatened. No, I just did not. Let's keep moving the parade. We're not talking to kids with cameras and everyone. And so now they turn around like, hey man, everything's cool. I said, I'm the dad. Let's go. I said, I'm the dad. Not cool. Let's go. My voice raises. It's drawing a little more attention. We start walking back the car. My daughter's like, Dad, what's the matter with you? And I went, what are you doing? When I say let's go, you took his cat. I said he was filming Mom. And she goes, no, he wasn't. And dude, if I gotta take a deep breath just thinking about it. 2 deep breaths. I went, yes, he was. What the fuck? You know, now I'm, oh, no. I didn't flip. I went, yes, he was. And she goes, why don't you have another drink, Dad? Dude, if this was another guy, this is why I love what I had to show. This was another guy, I wouldn't have hesitated, and the fist would have been already through. Like this whole area, just bang! You still be hearing that. Bang! There'll be no thinking. But so I launched out like, oh, thank you. What do you want to? And then she would start like, they're YouTubers. Oh, please. Please. What do you think they're going to ask you? So this is getting asked. You don't want to talk to me. And she's leaving, going that way, and I'm going this way. My head's on fire. My face is redder than this, and and then my wife's like, Jen. I'm like, no. So now I'm trying to calm down. And then I was like, okay, I walked about a block and I went up to my daughter. I'm like, hey, listen, she went, no, you don't get to apologize to me after screaming at me in the street. And I was like, well, that's because you know what? I'm sick of you not trusting me. Oh, dude, it was bad. It was not a good scene. It was not a good scene, me and the Breuer family. And I want people to know this because A, I'm human and real. B, you just think, oh, well, you live this stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's how quick you're involved. And they don't know who I am. It had nothing to do with that whatsoever either. So long story short, we had another talk later that because I don't like dwelling. I do look back. I don't. I'm not sorry that I snatched the phone. I'm not sorry that I was like, let's go. So then, the end of the night was like, I said, come on, let's talk about this. And we went outside. And again, she was like, well, I was apologizing because you're sitting there, you take like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, what do you think that? Again, and it goes again. So then it lasted. I couldn't sleep. And then finally in the morning, like, hey, man, I could have acted differently. Was my gut feelings, I still believe that my gut feelings, that I acted to my gut feelings. I don't like that they were filming Mom without permission and she'd even know it. That never leads to anything positive. And as far as he's screaming at you, I apologize. And if you feel embarrassed because I lost my snot in front of them, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I just love you to death. And we had the coolest birthday after that and all that shit. So